Hey guys, it's CodeZilla, and I'm excited to tell you that today is the release of the RPG Classes Datapack. Now, this Datapack has been built and updated on a new framework that I'm working on called the Scaffolding Framework. What this means is that this Datapack is now compatible with all of my other Datapacks that will be released in the future. This framework will also allow you to mix and match different modules for things such as right-click detection, a notification system, or any other useful utility you may need for creating your own Datapacks, so stay tuned on this channel for future tutorial videos on how to use this framework yourselves. Now let's jump right into the content of today's video, which is showcasing this data pack and showing you guys how you can get it set up on your own world or server. The first thing you need to do once you have this data pack installed on your world is to go ahead and use the following function. So if I go ahead and change my game mode to creative, I can look inside of this command block and get this function right here. So if you type out cz-rpg-classes in a function command, you'll be able to tab complete all of this, but it's up here on the screen. If you just pause the video, you can get it yourself, and then you just run this function in your world. In the future, this will all be handled with an NPC quester of some sort, so people can, choose a class in a more fun way than just typing out a function. But for now, this is what we have. So if you come over here and choose your class by clicking on the Mage Tell Raw button, he will now join the class of Mage and be able to use all of the Mage spellbooks. So if you go over here, I have another command block set up with another function for you guys to run, which will give you all of the spellbooks. This will also all be changing in the future for a more dynamic way to, craft spells or find spells in the world. But for now, it's just a function. Now that we have our class, which is the Mage class, and we have our Mage spells, we can go ahead and see some of these in action. So the first spell we're going to look at is the Blink spell. If you go ahead and look where my health bar is, now that I'm switching back to survival, you can see there is a brand new mana bar there. And this is made possible by a resource pack that will also be updated alongside of this data pack and is also in the download file for this data pack. So you'll have this as well when you download in the description. And this is going to update in real time as we cast spells. So if I go ahead and right click to cast the Blink spell, you can see that I blink forward and one of the units in my mana bar is depleted. If I go ahead and do it a second time, you can see that we also lose another unit. Now, players currently at the time of this release regenerate mana passively 1 mana point per second with a maximum of 100 mana. Now, this is also all going to be updated in a future version where mana will become dynamic and you'll be able to get, mana perks and buffs by wearing different gear and also being different levels and so on and so forth. But for now, everything's quite simple. So let's see the Blink spell here in a different way. We've seen it, teleporting maybe away from an enemy who's chasing you, and maybe see it here, extending our ability to jump over, terrain. But now we can use the Blink spell here to blink through walls. That's right. We can actually go through walls with this spell. So if I go ahead and begin running towards this wall and then cast the Blink spell, you can see that I'm able to go right through this wall. Now, if I tried to blink in the distance of the Blink spell and there was something in my way, such as the wall, you would see that I'm either going to blink actually right on the other side of the wall and receive a little bit of damage, or I'll be told that the pathway is obstructed if I'm going to land right on the block there. And that keeps players from, blinking into the ground or blinking into something that they're going to suffocate in, and makes it, so you can blink through things but not into things. So that's the Blink spell for the Mage class as of the time of this video. Now we have the next spell, which is Levitate. And if I cast the spell, I'm able to float up in the air for a few seconds and get on top of something, maybe a tree or a building. And that sets me up for the next spell, which is the Fireball and the Lightning Bolt. Now, I don't have anything to shoot right now, so let's go ahead and activate this command block to get some sheep in here and see these in action. So if I go ahead now and bring out the Lightning Bolt spell, you can see that when I right-click at a sheep, I am able to shoot lightning at them. And if I shoot near them, it won't hit them. But if I actually hit the sheep in its hitbox, then it is detected and it will use the lightning spell. And you can see how fun this is. You can imagine if you were in a PvP situation right now, you would be able to, maybe cast Levitate to get up into the top of a tree, maybe cast Blink to get there a little faster, turn around and shoot lightning bolts at your enemies. And as a mage, you could even just use Levitate just to go up in the air as everyone's trying to hit you from below and just, rain down lightning or fireballs. Now I'm getting hit by the lightning bolt. Oh man, that's embarrassing because I was actually under the lightning bolt at that time, but you get the picture. So guys, this is the Mage class with 4 spells for the Mage class. And now just to wrap up this video, I want to show you guys some of the unique notification system that is being built into this data pack. So in the past here, as I've been casting spells, you've seen them showing up here in the chat, but let's see something a little more interesting. If I go ahead now and type out function and then CZ RPG classes for my namespace, which is the module built on the new framework, I can then type out players and then / notifications. And you'll see that I have all of these different options. I won't do all of these in this video. You guys can play around with it since you have the data pack now. But basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to enable a new type of notification, which is called combat notifications. And what this is going to do is it's going to make it so whenever a spell is cast within a 20 block radius of the player, they will receive a notification showing them who cast the spell. And you can see I have the standard cast notification on, which tells me only what I'm casting. But this combat notification shows me whoever is casting in a 20 block radius, including myself. So if you only want one type of notification, obviously you can disable the other one by just simply using the disable here for the cast notifications. And now you'll only see the combat notification showing up here. And this is going to make it a lot easier for you to know who is shooting what at you. And if you're in a PvP context, that is going to be very useful, especially when you're going to be in some competitive PvP where you need to know which spells are being thrown at you because you can, block them or silence them with a counter spell. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at one more type of notification here. So if I go ahead and type out the disable, I can swap this out now for disable the combat notifications. And I'm going to enable now the last type of notification here, which is going to be the title casting. So if I type out enable cast title notifications, you can see that you get a notification on the front of your title screen, which may be preferable to some players if they want to know exactly what they're casting in front of their face there. Now, if you continuously cast spells, you will eventually run out of mana, and you'll see that you are told when you don't have enough mana. So if you keep trying to cast a spell and you can't do it, you will now be told that instead of just wondering, what's happening. So guys, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so you can get the next notification about this data pack RPG classes as it's being updated, and also all of the other RPG modules and other data pack modules that will be coming out for this new scaffolding framework. I'm excited to tell you guys that our Discord has been now reaching 1,000 members. So if you guys are not yet in the Discord server, go ahead and become the 1,000th and 100 or whatever it is member and learn about data packs and other things there in our help channels. We have a new Discord bot that I'm developing, which has lots of different features for learning about resource packs and data packs. So if you guys haven't yet seen that, go ahead and check it out. And I'll see you guys there in the Discord where we'll be hanging out talking about this new data pack tonight. Thanks guys, I'm CodeZilla, and I'll see you all in the next video.